Hey, here we are for another go round of Bourbon Neophyte. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Glad to see so many people here even before the bell tolled. Really great to see everybody. And even Marty is popped in here. I am like ecstatic to see Marty. I knew John would be here. There is no doubt in my mind he was there. But another one that I am great to see is Doug H. Cheers, man. Glad to have you here. Really appreciate seeing you. Tom, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in here. That's for sure. And then don't forget this man here. It's almost getting close to his bedtime. Hanging AZ. Cheers, man. Always great to have you here. Well, here I am filling in the time slot for Live Wire Whiskey today. As you know, those boys were busy here over the last few hours doing what they do. Anyway, sorry, got a little sidetracked because I saw something over here on this side. I'm like, what in the heck was that? It's okay. I know what it is. It just didn't think it would be there. But anyway, neither here nor there. Got a few requests. People want to know, what am I pouring? What's going on? Hey, this is an open pub. I'm going to post the link in chat here in a little bit. And those of you that want to, just like they do on Livewire or my stream, come on, we're going to chat. But tonight, I'm going to pour a scotch. Yes, I said it. I am going to pour a scotch. As a matter of fact, it's one that my wife had gotten me a little bit ago. When I say a little bit ago, I'm probably going to say Christmas. And since Jim was talking about it last night on his stream, that he's got a bottle that he's going to pop tonight on this stream, I said, well, what do I have when it comes to scotch? So I went through the archives here and over there and on the floor all around me here, up on the safe, and I found a few things, and I said, you know what? This is going to work out. So that is what we are going to do, is we are going to pour some scotch. Will it be a single malt? Will it be a blend? Who knows? But we'll get to that in just a minute. That's for sure. I just got to catch up and say hello to a few people. I did see Pitch Hitter there. Here he is. Yep. Yeah, I got your message, man. We're all good. Go ahead and stuff that pie hole. Don't want you falling asleep in that chair. We got work to do. Of course, always love to see Top Dog floating around here. Always great. Oh, here's John. Cheers, man. Great to see you. And then I have to jump down here because there is Mr. Black. Cheers, Jerry. Great to see you. Isaiah, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in here. Always great to have you. And then I got to catch up with my buddy here across the pond, Mr. Morgan. I saw him chime in there a little bit earlier, and I just want to say, hey, cheers, man. I know it's early in the AM for you, but appreciate you hanging out with us people over here in the States, brother. Thank you very much. And then there is another one. William, cheers. Great to have you here. And then I knew once I mentioned the word scotch, somebody would show up, which he was already here. But this chat is moving quicker than I am. Brian, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in. Hey, fifth quarter tailgate. Thank you for popping in over here. And where is Sugar Kitty? I know I seen him. Exactly. I'm excited because Sugar Kitty's here, and any day Jeff can make it, it is always a good day because I'm usually on too late for that cat. That's for sure. Too late. Anyway, everybody just catching up saying hey, hi, and ho. That is perfect. Been busy this weekend. Was up at camp for a little bit, relaxing, doing a little R&R, just minding my own business, the wife and I, because tomorrow is the first day of school here in Las Vegas. So not only does she got things to do, I got things to do. And so Starting early couldn't have happened at a better time. That is for sure. That all being said, tonight strictly is open pub. Get yourself a pour. Those of you that want to come on and talk about whiskey, we're going to be posting that here in just a few minutes. But the first thing is I'm not keeping Sugar Kitty and Peter White in suspense anymore because I have to show this. This is what I am going to try tonight. Black Bull 12-year-old 50 ABV blended Scotch, unchill filtered. Right here, you see it, people. Yes, I am. I am really gonna do it. I've heard good, I've heard bad, I've heard about this. But I am gonna be the judge of it here tonight with this little bit of Black Bull. And I also have something here on the side in case this thing really doesn't go well for me. That's for sure. Got a nice little Glen right here, ready to roll. Let me get my special cutter right here so we can open this. Nothing like a little Spyderco to get the package open, that's for sure. Sometimes these little things pull real easy, like so far this one did. But sometimes you just need to use a little finesse. So let's open this thing up so you all can see it truly is new. Oh yeah, there. I don't think I can read the stuff on the back of this thing. If they get any smaller with my bifocals on here. Let's see. Black Bull 12-year-old, a unique blend of the finest single malt and single grain Scotch whiskey, is crafted without compromise by our master blender. I don't think I've ever seen on a bottle of whiskey that said anything less than sublime, perfect, perfection, right? There's nothing that ever you read the back of them, they never say, hey, try this mediocre whiskey. See what you think. We kind of like it, right? It's not on there. No. It's always something that, gets your attention. As with all whiskeys in the Black Bull range, they are blended at an unusually high malt to grain ratio, matured in ex-sherry casks, and bottled at a robust 50 ABV. I'll be the judge of robust. However, non-chill filtered, above 46. Hey, so far 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now, what will it taste like? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see on there, and let me get a quick shout out to Z Man. Cheers, brother. Thank you for popping in. I did see you earlier there, but I got to beating my gums, and I don't want you to think that I forgot about you. That is for sure. So thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you. So let me give this thing a little pop here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad right off the bat. Yeah, not bad at all. Let me pour just a taste of it, just a little taste there. We don't want to get too excited, but let me get that on there. I'm trying to limit myself to like 3 pours tonight because I have to be out of that bed at 3 a.m. Have to, and on the move. I don't think the color's too bad on this for 12-year. Looks pretty good. I don't know about you all, but you're right, James. Good price to proof ratio. Yeah, I'm going to say so far, you are absolutely correct on that. Absolutely correct. Let me grab one of these fine. Oh, all right. Let me grab a different one. Little Glen cap here. Put on there and let it just sit for a minute and do its thing. That's for sure. All righty. Where's my little bit of water here and take a swig? Okay. All right. Now that I got a little swig here, what else did I? Well, you know what? I don't want to get into it because it didn't mention any type of tasting notes on the back of this bottle, and that's fine. And I don't want to find any on the back of this. And with all of this diatribe right here, I think that there probably is, and I am not going to read it right off the bat. An easy sip for sure, but you have blend options for a great experiment with it. Well, someone mentioned that, and I can't remember how the conversation cut up or came about when I mentioned this, and this has been some months ago that I had gotten this and talked about it, but they talked about blending it with another whiskey, and I just don't remember what it was because I forgot that this was even up there. But anyway, so let's just see. Oh gosh, definitely maltiness, sweetness on the nose. I can beautiful sweetbread note. You all know I love that in a scotch. Just love it. I could just nose it all day just because of that. Fruit, apple. Oh yeah, fruit, apple, like pear. Of course, that like honey heather type of a note comes through. I know it isn't young, it's 12-year, but I just get kind of a hint on the nose of it. Or it could still be maybe a little ethanol or something like that on there, but you know, it's all right. I like the smell. I love that sweetbread note. Wow, it is really good. All right, let's get a little on the palate here. Okay, well, I'm staying silent because I'm processing here. Let me get a another little sip here. Oh, I got to say hi to David. I seen him pop in here. Cheers, brother. Thank you. Yeah, so far it's been good. First day of school's coming up tomorrow. So it's going to be a day, that's for sure. You know what, Sugar Kitty? Yes, I was going to say it could be the grain in the whiskey. I will give you that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that. Now that I've had a sip, so that first sip shock is over. Now the nose is a little more keen to things. Let me get this second sip. Wow. Viscous, creamy, nice little spice on the tongue. Definitely, you can pick up the sweetness on this, especially from the sherry cask on there. But that I like that the way that spice kind of rolls in there. I really do. I think that's pretty darn nice. Let me get a little more here. Wow. On that retro hail. Really nice. Fragrant, little floral on it. I tell you what, right off the bat, this ain't bad. Not at all. Really, not at all. It's not bad. The finish, how do I want to put it? It gets a little zesty. I'm trying to figure out almost like a little lemon zest there on the finish on this. I don't think it's terrible at all. Let me look at something here now. All right, let me see if I can see what it says on the back of this because it's going to mention some notes. Let's see if I got anything on here. Unfettered by chill filtration, each whiskey is hand selected to add depth of flavor to the blend, resulting in an intensely rich whiskey. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Black Bull 12-year-old features a robust nose of chocolate, toffee, and sherry. Okay, I did not pick up the chocolate, but I will give them the toffee. I was thinking caramel, but I just couldn't quite place that. But I did get the sherry. That translates into a smooth, rounded taste with powerful notes of pears, apples, sweet vanilla, leading into a long, creamy finish. Oh, excuse me, missed a whole word. Notes of treacle. Sorry, I just got ahead of myself. It was before pear. But okay, I got pears, I got apple. I did get that. I thought it was rich and I thought it was creamy. Got that. So that's not too bad. Like I said, I didn't want to read the back of this, but hey, I tell you what, I'm not against this. Really, guys, this isn't too bad. I don't know. I said it was a gift. I don't know what she paid for it. I'm going to say probably the going rate is $50, $60 for this. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't bother to look it up. But yeah, this turned out to be not too bad for a blend, for a blended whiskey, you know. Product of Scotland, Duncan and Taylor Scotch Whiskey Limited. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys had this, picked this up or whatever, but let me tell you something. It's all right. It's definitely worth spending a little time with and, enjoying this. Oh, looky here. 4-leaf whiskey. I did see you earlier, but I have to make sure I said hi. And then Viking Bourbon, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in here. And remember, everybody, smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and then click on the bell so you get those notifications on there. That's right. Exactly right. Hit that like button. Okay, $42, $50, $60 price range. I knew I was somewhere there. I've seen it, but I couldn't remember because it just wasn't on my radar. But let me tell you what, this really is not a bad blended scotch at all. I would definitely I tell people to put it on their bar. I don't think it's bad for the money, and especially if you can get it for $45. Hey, 100 proof, unchill filtered, good flavor. Give it a whirl. I mean, what have you got to lose? I know some of you are not scotch drinkers. There is no peat whatsoever to this. This is not peat-esque or peep forward in any way, shape, or form. No, not even a hint of it in here. So yeah, if those of you who are absolutely against peat, this is fine. Go ahead, pick it up. Not a problem, people. Not a problem at all. And I just realized something didn't pop up here because I have been jack-jawing a bit here. I know you're all going to find that hard to believe, but that's what happens. It's just what happens. Let me pin this. Okay. Now we are good. I do have another bottle in the wings here. I'm going to see how this one goes, but so far I am not disappointed in this choice tonight. It's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Anyway, hard to believe that school's starting tomorrow, and in a couple more weeks I will be closing up camp, probably just after the Labor Day holiday. I haven't quite decided, but more than likely that's when it's going to be. And it's always like, oh man, it's over. But I don't know. Maybe I'll stretch it out until the beginning of October. We'll see. We'll just have to see. What grade am I in? Well, if you ask my wife, she'll probably tell you kindergarten. It just depends on the day. But I work in a high school, so high school literally is brand new. We haven't even cut the ribbon on the thing yet. And it is what we call a magnet school here. But they went back and did stuff from when myself and Z-Man were kids, Brian, probably John, to where they actually are teaching the trades again. So auto shop, diesel shop, welding, construction, CAD. If you want to learn forensics, like when you watch the forensic files and so on and so forth, they've got that going on. Kids that want to get into the healthcare field, they've got that going on. Pharmacy tech. I mean, I can go on even into the computer sciences. It's decked out, but this year there's only going to be 9th and 10th grade. Then the following year, when they all move up one, they'll backfill the 9th. And then the third year, it will be full 9th through 12th on there. The official ribbon cutting on the school, I think, is, and they did tell me, I want to say September. Hold on. I can possibly tell you here in a second. Let me just see what I did. September. I want to say September 6th or 7th. Do not quote me, people. Don't quote me. Because when they were talking, all I heard was blah, 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 blah. But anyway, all good, all good. Well, you know what? Just about everywhere else in the States, Peter, they'll start just before. When I say just before, maybe a week or two before, or literally right after the holiday. They started this here just before our Memorial Day holiday. I think this is the second year, maybe it's the third year. But the week just before they end school here. So, which is fine. No big deal. We just start a little earlier, but we get out before the rush, I say. So that's fine. But me, I'm a 12-month employee. So I'm there year round. Doesn't make a difference. My wife is the 9-month employee. And there, of course, as you probably all know, there's 9-month, 10-month, and 11-month employees in a school. So I'm just one of the ones that are 12 months. But anyway, without further ado, we do have some people in the background, and some of them we're just going to hold off. I see everybody there. I got to get one person on first, and then I shall bring you all in here shortly. Sorry, my system wanted to tell me it wanted to do a scan. I'm like, oh, nay. I did that earlier, but don't know why it wants to do it now. But let me bring on somebody here, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only. Cheers, Jim. I wanted to make sure you got that fine meal down before you come on.
Yeah. Drinking on an empty stomach is not a wise thing to do.
Well, no, it never is. You can ask any one of the panelists. Will be popping on here in just a little bit. But I just wanted to make sure that you got the link, because I didn't know if you ended up having to go into work today or what.
Oh, God, no.
Well, hey, it can happen.
I don't work Sundays anymore for now.
Well, that's what you say, so don't jinx yourself. But anyway, that being said, I got to say cheers to Big Vic there. Always great to have Big Vic here. Matter of fact, I was just counting some of his bottles I'm keeping on my shelf for just an emergency.
All the stars.
Anyway, so what did you bring today that you're going to open?
I'm going to get to that bottle in a second.
Oh,
first, I decided to start with a little bit of this.
Hold that for a second.
See if I can get it out of my face.
Oh, that's the 12. Okay. Yep. Yeah. You know, I have no problem with Glenmorangie, right? You know I don't have a problem with that. Because it's funny you grab that, because I'm going to kind of show this as a hint to what's sitting on the side. And I had no idea you were starting that. I'm not holding it all the way up. But it's funny you should pull that one out.
Yeah, I decided to start with that because everything after this is probably going to be peated. And once you start drinking peated stuff, you go back to non-peated.
Exactly. Because I couldn't remember if this had any peat in it at all either. So that would have overruled that one. However, but if you're going to go to peat, you know I'm not going to waste any time. I might open some lure. I might just go to the Lefroy 10. I might grab an Ardbeg. I got Scarabus. I don't know what the hell else I got down there. I'm starting to lose track, and this stuff on the floor is getting to me. Oh, gosh. I'm using Bourbon's filing system here.
I mean, yeah, I can't say I don't have some bottles on the floor beside me.
Oh, God, yes. Cheers. Hey, Tater Dom, man. Cheers. Cheers. And speaking of Bourbon, there he is.
From Liquor Factory.
Cheers, brother. Always great to see him pop in here. But anyway, let me pop on a couple more people who've been floating around in the background here.
Cheers, Anthony.
There they are.
All the regulars.
All the regulars, that's right. I can't exclude them, that's for sure.
I second the Glenmorangie love. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did you got there, Brian? I only caught a portion of that. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Old Taylor.
Cheap Old Taylor.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not from the cardboard tube, Old Taylor. It's a step up from Ancient Age and 10 star.
That's cheap right there. It's $17, and this is a handle.
There you go. Plastic at that, right?
It tastes like bourbon.
I bet it does. I bet it does.
Is that the regular Deanskin or?
Yeah, regular Deanskin.
I wonder what Viking Bourbon's been drinking. You see what he said? Great looking panel. I'm jealous. He's got some good stuff. Yeah. He definitely got some good. I could see if Gizmo was in the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's off tonight.
I could see if Gizmo was in the shot. That's for sure. That would be something. Uh-oh. Tomorrow is a Civic Holiday Ontario, one of these made-up holidays to give us another day. Hey, we got them here. Trust me, love it. Absolutely love it, because I get all holidays off that the state recognizes. I am all for it. And it's paid. So what the heck?
So when I finish this, I'll show you the bottle that I'm going to open. Maybe.
Maybe.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm not
I was going to say, what the hell?
Now, the funny thing is, you're the only other person on Whiskey who may actually have seen this because it's only in Boston and Las Vegas right now. And to be clear, I only bought this for its comedic value and out of perverse curiosity. And that's not what
Perverse curiosity. Like,
well, that would be pretty perverted.
But no, it's what I'm going to open. I've actually had this scotch before, but it's been about 5 years, and the only other time I had it was as a sample. And I know I've told the story before. The first half of the sample, I had it and went, "What the was that?" No, and put it away for about a year. And I came back to it after I'd had a whole bunch of other stuff and said, "Oh, you know what? I should go back to this," and it clicked. Like, I get it. I get it now. This isn't ungodly weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Talisker 10. What's wrong with that?
No, just like when I first had it, it was this ungodly, weird, fishy, dirty whiskey scotch. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's Talisker. Come on. That's what happens when you put stuff by the sea like that.
Yeah, I had a Scotch night last night. I had that one last night.
Yeah, baby. That's a good drink, too.
Mm-hmm.
If I had only known when they were on sale, I would have bought all of them that were on the shelf.
You know what? Yeah, I ran into that one for $35.99 on sale. Yep. And I bought the last one they had. I have one open. I just happened to be there and at the place, and the buddy of mine that works there said, "You need to grab that." And he showed it to me, and I saw the price. I said, "Is that real?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I have a coupon for $5 more off." So basically $30.
Yep.
Ding.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly what I said, and I didn't even turn around. I grabbed it and walked right to the register. Paid for the sucker.
Yeah, I was going to second the Glenmorangie Love. The Quinta Rubin is one of my favorite bottles.
Yeah. I like the regular 10.
I've had
The 10. The 10 is a great everyday pour. I mean,
Yes.
I know some people that will turn their nose up at it, but you know what? If you like the 10, you're going to like the 12. You're going to like the 14.
Mhm.
And since you mentioned that, John.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
I hate to say it,
That's
but
what
I
is
actually,
sitting here.
I
The
think
Quinta Rubin.
the first bottle of the 14 I had, I think I liked the 12 more.
I might do that now.
Yeah.
The old black box Quinta Rubin, the 12.
Oh.
I love that bottle.
I tell you what, I didn't have any of that, but talking to Ken, he's the one that says, regardless, if you find it, you have to have it.
Yeah.
So this is here in Vegas, but when it hits the shelf, people know about it. And it's like they never have enough, so it flies off the shelf. And I've had this for a couple of months. I just haven't had an occasion to open it. But anyway, I was walking down and I looked over. I saw the 14. I said, "Oh, yeah, won't be a Quinta Rubin." I walked over and I read it and I went, "Oh, my gosh." And my hand reached out and I grabbed it and I started walking for the door. And I'm like, "Oh, my God." Well,
I mean,
you know what?
I enjoy the port. I've been through a couple bottles of the new 14 already. The port does wonders with Glenmorangie.
I tell you what, it does. And I like them. Well, I like Scotch if they're in a Oloroso sherry or a PX sherry.
Mm-hmm.
I think almost any Scotch does well finished in something like that. Really, I do. I really, really, really enjoy that finish on a Scotch, without a doubt. But I'm sorry, this Black Bull 12 for a blend, I can't complain. I'm telling you, I can't complain for $42, $45.
12 here at 50%.
50% non-chill filtered. I don't care if there's color added, but in a 12-year-old Scotch, you really don't need, to add any color. I think it's fine. And the Oloroso really shines. in this. I mean, you get that on there. But like Sugar Kitty had pointed out to me when I said there's something different about it, that malt to grain ratio, it has a very high malt to grain ratio, 50-50 basically, but that grain in the whiskey gives it, I think that's what's given it to me, that little suggestion of a young, tart, little bitterness on the sides of the tongue note. But the more I'm sipping on it now, it's less and less as I'm become more acclimated to this pour. And I think it's enjoyable. I really do think it is enjoyable. It's only the first dram, so I definitely will explore this a little more over the next few weeks. Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's one of those ones where we go, boy, I should open this a little sooner. It wasn't quite the effect of this one that I had for at least 2 years. And it was a Alexander Murray Company. They purchased some from Tobermory. It's a 22-year-old store pick from Total Wine that they didn't use. It's sold in another liquor store bought it. I bought it just into 21, maybe tail end of 20. And I just threw it in a corner and didn't touch it. And I pulled this thing out in March when my brother-in-law and sister popped into town. And I did a tasting for them, and I opened this. I was so shocked at how damn good this was and why I left it set. And so anyway, I haven't touched this since March, but since I saw them in March, I haven't touched it since. But that was just for 2 days. I just went through this thing, and I did part out a few samples because I had to send them to people because I was like, you have got to taste this. And so I found this bottle again. It was on the shelf, and it was a reaction. Go, hey, gas on, get over here, open up this case. Until I saw it went from $99 to $159 for the bottle.
Oh my goodness!
And that's what I said when the manager came over. I said, "You have got to be kidding me." He goes, "No, that's really good." I said, "No, the price." I said, "You've got to be kidding me." I said, "I paid under $100 for this." Let's just say, not even 2 years ago or 2 years ago. I think I did say 2 years ago. And I got it from Lee's, and it's the same bottle. And I showed him a picture, and I go, "What the hell are you doing?" Because I know it doesn't cost that or what you bought it for. I was mad. It's like, because I wanted another one. It is good, and I'm this close to, honestly, the more I think about it, getting one. Yeah. But it's the fact of paying $50 more for the bottle. But it is truthfully that good. And it's like, damn. It really is. It's like, and I haven't touched it because it's one of those ones when you start drinking it just another glass and another glass is always perfect. So I haven't touched it. I'm putting it back on the shelf. I keep it out front just because if it gets to me, I'll get it. Yes, I know, but I'm trying to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Hey Vic, what time are you going? Are you going to go after me, or do you have another time that you're going? Let me know so I can put that up. So when I end, people know to go to Big Vic to continue the party. Because you should be a wrench, Vic. So you can do what you want. Let me go and look. Sorry. Let me just do a little housekeeping here. Let me see. Yeah, you're a wrench. Yeah, you can do what you want. Yep. Yeah, when I'm in StreamYard, I can't see, so I have to switch over to YouTube so I can see. But I pretty much watch it this whole thing on StreamYard, and when I need to, go back over to YouTube. So let me go
Since
back
I
here.
used this on my trout on the smoker last night, I'm going to pour a little.
I saw your trout. I thought you had salmon.
Well, it's a steelhead. It's a combo. It's basically a trout salmon hybrid.
Okay. Okay. Because
So
I showed that on.
Yeah.
I thought you had that on Jim's stream.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just didn't post
Okay,
a picture of it till today. I splashed a little bit of this before it went on the smoker, and then I dissolved brown sugar in Kalila at the end, and then turned the heat up and kind of glazed it on top.
I'll be right back, Anthony.
Oh, I'm not
Smoked
going
salmon
anywhere.
with a little peat on it is amazing.
Oh, you're not going to get an argument from me. Pete makes everything amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked good, John.
Oh, it's really, really good. One of my favorites. I don't have my bottle of Kilhoman Snag is out right now, but I've done cedar plank salmon and sprinkled that on there while it's on the smoker as well.
Yeah.
And cherry peat on the fish is really good too.
How long do you smoke it? I've never smoked fish. I've never done fish.
Oh, I didn't want to hot smoke it. I didn't want to cook it. I kind of wanted to get some cold smoke. So I kept it about 180 for 2 hours. And then once I put the glaze on, I got the heat up to probably about 250, 275 for about half an hour to melt the brown sugar and the whiskey at the very end. So it's more of a cold smoke.
Gotcha.
Which is a lot of it's in the fridge in a Ziploc bag, and you eat that cold on crackers or something a couple days later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cold smoked fish, yeah.
So, since we have a good number of viewers on tonight, give me just a second. I have something that we're probably going to do a giveaway, and these are rare. There are not many of them out in the wild, so hold on. Hold the fort here, guys. I'll be right back.
You're good, Anthony.
Yep.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty, I'm sorry. I got to pick up a refill at some point. I just didn't have it handy. And so Snag is probably my favorite of the regular shelvers from Kilhoman.
I never heard of it.
You ever heard of Kilhoman?
So that's what that is?
Yeah, it's another peated Isla. Snag is the sherry finished one. So it's heavily peated Isla, but it's finished in sherry.
All right. Yeah, I don't know all the scotches. I tried to, but
If you like any of the peats, you're probably going to like Kilhoman.
yeah,
Kilhoman is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So, there aren't many of these in the wild. There aren't. I know of 2 people right now that are in chat. I've seen their names that have these. Like I said, so they're extremely limited out there. But my wife makes them. It is the
Cool.
mug.
Nice.
Oh, your coffee cup. Yeah.
Nice.
It's the coffee cup. Yep. They're out there. She just made another batch. Let me get it up there. But so there will be a giveaway and for that. And I'll let you guys know. You don't have to do much of anything but say, yeah, I want it. That's it. And
All right.
I will
Yeah,
get
I
it
want
to
it.
you.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay?
Is that what you drink your coffee while you're watching Ken's stream?
Yeah.
Sometimes yes, yes, but I have an ogre chalice because usually when I'm watching Ken stream, he's on about 5 a.m. my time on the weekends or so. So
Yeah.
hold on, I'm typing and answering some questions here, and I'm like, that would be perfect. Hold on, let's see if it'll work. Let's see if it'll work here. It should have. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let the person get a chance to get ready. And when they tell me they are ready, he and I are going to coordinate so we can
All right.
pick a winner.
I will be.
So I'm letting him do his thing right now, and he'll let me know, because this was not really impromptu, but I thought, okay, I just need a way to be able to pull it off. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So
is he Gizmo?
Everybody that's here right now, that's in chat, if you are interested in having this, and there may be something else in it when you get it, because I can't drop something off and not put something else in it. Just put in chat that you want it and let Whiskey know. So copy him also. So then he will put you on the wheel. And then I'll bring him on to chat, or bring him in if he can. And then he will let us know who won. But there may be something in there. You just don't know. Besides this. So let him know, and make sure you all tag Marty, because he'll have some work to do. And remember, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and click on the bell. Those of you that are new or just sitting back and watching would really appreciate that. But yeah, take your time. We'll let Marty catch up. I hate to tax him like this, but he can do it. He really can.
I just find it funny. All these people are in chat telling Marty that they want it.
I know. Exactly. That's what I'm laughing at. You got it. You got it, John. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah. And none of it is that Whiskey knows.
It could be. That's right, Jeff. It could be. I forgot about that. It could be. So he's one of the people that actually have one. So that's why he said that. And it's the box I happened to mail it out to him in. It was pink. But it just fit. It fit perfect. And I could keep it from getting messed up. So the thing about this, though, the thing about the mug, when whoever gets it, hand wash it. Your dishwasher destroys this. Even though this ink is in this mug, that detergent tears the crap out of it. I am actually working on something like a glaze to put over it, but that's still in the works. We have it. We just got to see how it will work. But if you hand wash it, this stays without a problem. The one that I started with, the test one that I put through the dishwasher, it has faded. You still see it, but it has faded. So that's what made me know that, yeah, it doesn't work well. So anyway, just so everybody knows that.
Yeah, most good glassware, you have to kind of be careful with it anyway. So
yeah, I hand wash them.
This is a bullshit run, Karen. And even these, you got to be careful with them.
I don't have a dishwasher.
I'm a dishwasher.
Hey, look at this. Bourbon School. Cheers.
Yeah, Brian, these are the dishwashers in this house.
Yep, exactly. Mine too.
I live by myself. Everything I do by hand.
Glad you could make it, Bourbon School. So when's school starting for you guys? It's starting here in Vegas tomorrow.
My kids start in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Anthony, how do you like the new job?
Oh, so far so good. I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
Right on.
I mean, everything that could come in is coming in like you wouldn't believe. I mean, there's stuff still pouring in, and stuff that I can't even get out of some of the shops. So the auto shop, there's probably 4 bays that have pallets still stacked into it. I just cannot get the stuff out and unpacked. Just can't do it. There's just not enough time in the day, and I do have to go to lunch and take a break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Always
It's about time high schools have the auto shop and everything else.
Well, a lot of them got away from that, years and years ago. I mean, it used to be Votech. But
we had industrial arts where we had wood shop, metal shop.
Yeah, we got wood shop, metal shop. Yep. Well,
even through middle school, you were required to take those classes.
I had to take wood shop. You weren't getting out of it.
I loved wood shop. It was fun.
Well, apparently I did too, especially the size of that paddle. Because back when I went, you could still get your butt cheeks raised up off the floor.
The quote-unquote Board of Education.
Yeah, exactly. And
you all remember that.
I tell you what. And you got to make them sometimes.
Yeah. The Board of Education applied to the seat of learning.
Exactly what he said.
Yep.
He said, if you can't pay attention, I have the cure. Because this is what he said. In this class, you don't pay attention, you can lose a finger or worse.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you went home and complained to your parents, they're like, well, good, you should have been paying attention.
Got it again.
Then you got a second one.
Yep. Bourbon for bacon. Cheers, man. Nice to see you. So I don't know if you heard Bourbon for Bacon. If you are interested in the giveaway, all you have to do is say you want it and make sure you tag Whiskey Nose, and he is working on the drawing. And if it comes up, you just have to email me your name, address, and all that good stuff to get a delivery.
Oh, that's great.
If you're interested and you want it, make sure you say you want it and tag Whiskey Nose so he can get that taken care of and get you into the drawing. That's all you got to do. I take care of the postage.
I'm kind of scared because Marty's working.
Hey, I'm not saying a thing.
Hey, the fact that it got pulled up in chat when I sat there and I did it on there tells me he's in there.
Hey, Mark, cheers.
Cheers, Mark.
My woodworking teacher always told us he had a jar with fingers of students who didn't take the bandsaw seriously. I tell you what, you know what? That is the truth. I've seen a few people digits hanging, and not because I was in school, but just in the hotel and stuff I worked at through the years that had an issue with the saw, let's say, and they were very lucky.
My automotive shop had a picture of a guy with long hair that wasn't tied back, and it got caught in the drill press. And it was extremely graphic, and it was on the shop wall.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we were taught to, especially the big table saws or planers, to stay off to the side of the piece of wood you were doing. Because like sometimes it hits a knot and it'll come shooting back at you.
Yep.
And if that chunk of wood hits you, there's no stopping it.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
I mean, if you got something like a board that's like 6 feet long and that hits and shoots back, I mean, it's going to do some damage.
Yep.
It's kind of funny you were saying that in the beginning, Anthony, about being in shops and getting that education. Because I went through ITT, Technical Institute, and I got a degree in electronics and computer engineering back in '87. And my job right now has nothing to do with any of that. But I got the degree.
That was a big pull down. Well, I tell you what, I'm done with that pour, and it was good. It was good. So I'm very glad I poured that. But now that Jim has teased me with peat,
I haven't poured it in a glass with a topper, but I had to go pull this out because we were all talking about Glenmorangie, and I haven't poured this in quite a while, and I figured,
what is it?
May as well revisit it.
Lufthansa.
Oh, Lufthansa.
Jim,
Yeah.
crack that tapper.
Lufthansa.
Wait for it.
Huh?
Crack the tapper.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, the cow's here? Yeah, that's cracked. Like I said, I have it poured. It's here in a glass with a topper.
Oh,
It's,
all right.
it's up next.
All right, bro. I put away the H&H. That is such hot garbage.
CO2 cars in wood shop.
Oh my god.
Hey, quality can't be beat, Peter.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you make something good, it lasts.
That's funny reading that.
Oh. You know, there are quite a few organizations that build houses here for them in Las Vegas, Mark. I can't remember all the names of them, but they're very big here, Habitat for Humanity.
They're big in Arizona too. One of the places you can donate to.
Okay, hold on now. This is a rarity, people. Be ready.
Uh-oh.
Bam! What's up, brother? Nice to see you.
You having fun yet?
Now that you're here, the party's going to
Hey,
start.
No particular reason for showing up at all. Not any reason
No.
at all.
No, not at all. Exactly. And what you put in it is your business, Jeff. Yep. He doesn't use a glass, people. That's all I'm going to say.
He doesn't have to.
I would not say that.
Oh, well, that's that little just taste tester. That's to make sure the freshness is.
Which type of liquid is in? So
Hey, it's all good. It's
Hit
all
a
good.
thing in here, sugar. Cheers, brother.
Uh-oh. Here goes the neighborhood,
Yeah.
people. That's all I can say.
Oh, here we go.
T-Rob.
good show.
T-Rod, knock it off, man.
Yeah, it
So what-
took me a second
what
to find it, but this is what I follow in the saying I follow in my wood shop.
All right, I'll have some of that since you have it right now, Jeff. Safety tips? Exactly.
Don't put your hand where you won't put your pecker.
Yes.
No, I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, that's not going to
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either in a saw, a drill press.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
slightly important words to live by.
Before I switch to Pete, since Jeff has poured that Glencaddam, that is delicious in itself. So,
It's a very nice summer drink. Hold
Petey
on.
or no?
No.
We're going. I'm
It's
never going to get
very
the Talisker.
light.
Because now I want to go get my Glencaddam.
Which one, Cadam?
This is the 10.
10.
Oh, I've had a sample of 10. It's lovely.
Yeah, the 10's great.
Yeah, but
It's
I had to go to
very-
Lithuania to get this.
It's
I had to
appley.
go to New Hampshire. I
It's
can't
got
find
a
it.
tiny touch of citrus to it. Just a little zing, like maybe citrus zest.
Yes. Yes.
Very,
But to
very
me-
nice in the summer.
To me, it was very fruit forward. Apples, not like Orchard House, but very fruit forward. Very. Oh, beautiful on the nose. Let me just get a little taste there. Just a little taste.
Cheers, Gizmo.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Gizmo's got a friend.
We must be getting too rowdy. See? It's like, please, you peasants.
That was
Well, look at
light
this.
food.
That one.
We're doing the 10, Jim. But
Yeah, I
you
know.
can do whichever one you want.
Do the
Oh,
10 or we'll
there's-
switch to 15.
There he is. Gizmo.
I'll stick with the crowd.
Gizmo.
I like the 13 more.
I had
Oh,
White Shoes here for a second. He doesn't want to stay.
No. She doesn't want to be bothered with us peasants.
And Sugar is catnapping right now.
Well, you know better than to go there and wake that cat up.
Oh, please. They both have Glocks, you know.
Yeah.
And they know how to use them.
That's all that counts.
When they want love, they'll let you know. Oh, there you go.
That's true.
They
That
do.
is true.
She looks like a little baby lion.
At 3 in the
Hey,
morning
James Morgan, we're not here to judge.
with their firearms, fully loaded and cocked.
That's right.
This is
Hold on, I gotta do a quick check before I have a sip with Jeff here.
definitely one of the more underappreciated Highland distilleries.
Very much so.
I tell you what, it is. Oh, look.
Cabin, Anok, another one I tend to like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dao Yuan is technically a Speyside, but is more like a Highland. And perhaps T-Minic.
I've got an SNWS Taninik here. They put in a recharred barrel at the end. It's fabulous.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
What distillery is Highland out of?
Highland
So
is the region of it.
Everybody
So it's
that
like
wants in the giveaway, make sure you say you want it and tag Marty in chat, Whiskey Knows, so he can put your name in the drawing. He's going to do a wheel. So just to let you know, there's 14 in there. Okay. So we'll let this go for about 5 more minutes, give or take. So if you want your entry in, just tag Whiskey Knows and say you want it or I want it, and he will put you in the drawing. So let me raise my glass to Jeff and say cheers. Thank you for coming in.
Cheers.
Always great to see him. It's an honor to have him here, that's for sure. Cheers.
Not to
Yeah, this is
mention
one that they could have done a better job of
that's cool.
naming it. But so this is a 10-year-old Taninik from SNWS, but they could have done a better job of naming it.
What the fuck?
Hold it. Fox earwax.
What SMWS?
Yeah. So it was
Wow.
9 years in a bourbon hogshead and then a year in a new oak barrel. It's 55.2%. Which actually is my first Taninik.
Yeah.
Either way.
Wow.
I agree with that, but I think, yeah, your wax should have been Kleinlish, yeah.
Yeah.
This was a good choice after the Black Bull, believe it or not. The fruit and sweetness to this Glencairn 10 has no problem in pushing that Black Bull aside. Even though it's not 50 ABV, it's very, very nice. So where'd Tim go? What you guys do to him?
Yes, Peter White, this is actually extremely waxy though.
There you go. I was like, what happened there? We're missing one of the people here. We got to get two more to finish the Brady Bunch square.
Anthony T-Rock. There he is.
Yeah. I knew he was having difficulties and popped out.
On the wrong router.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gotta hate it when you're on the wrong router.
The Carolinas ain't got no internet.
You got to stay off the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
And for some reason,
T-Rod's
it was
house
tied
is better known as the Griswolds because the extension cord goes right to the neighbor's house.
Yeah, my main router's in the back of the house, but I got a booster that's right here, but it was on the one in the back, so it just started doing that right
It is
there.
what it is, man. Turn it on.
But it's fixed.
Good
What's up,
deal.
Jerry Black? James.
Cheers.
Scott, I might still having audio issues.
Oh man. Yeah, this Glen Cadam is really good.
Yeah,
Really good. I'd say the ones I really, really like, and I don't have a way to really get a backup if I really have to have it. I have a tendency to hold off on them. I'll go hard for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, whoa, I've got the taste. I know it's good. I'll slide it to the side, and I'm fine. When I know I have a backup, I have no problem in finishing that bottle. Then once I'm done with it, it's like I don't care that I have the backup. I'm good. It can sit there for a while. It really can. It's like it can sit there for a while. And then who knows when I'll decide to open it. But once I get that initial one out of the way, I'm fine. Bourbon Baller, cheers.
Lee.
Cheers, Lee.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, David's in chat too.
Yeah, cheers, David.
Oh, look at here. Prescription bourbon. Cheers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I heard David and I'm looking like, what? There he is. There he is. But yeah, that thing is pretty good. But now it's like, now after this, am I going Lafroig? Am I going Springbank? Port Charlotte? I don't know.
Save the Port Charlotte for later. I have that one. I'll pour it with you.
Oh, okay.
But first, I'm going to have this Talisker because now it's starting to taste me.
Well, you're on the 10, right?
Fire, it'll be my nightcap.
Okay. You know, to drink Lagavulin? I'm not. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yes.
I mean, when Jeff was looking for the Lego, he just looked at the Lion's Fire on Ken's stream. When Ken was hiding the Lego, he's like, "Oh, there's Lion's Fire. That's all I need." Zoom.
You won't miss it.
You can't miss it. It's right.
That's a fun camera to play with.
So I think the problem with his camera is, one, there was too much going on for that new camera he's got and he's working with when he was doing the finger symbols and all that stuff.
Well, he's got a background of, like 9,000 boxes of whiskey.
Yes.
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 Who's going to recognize the face among staff?
Yeah, who's gonna recognize the finger?
Yeah, like Greg, you don't have any single malts. Okay.
Knows that pretty well.
Bullshit.
They are Australian after all.
Greg, we give you special dispensation because of your
There you
age. Shane told me that we have to allow you certain things. So come on, it's not a problem.
Oh.
I think Greg's the only one around here older than I am. And that says a lot.
No, Greg just turned 100.
Okay.
I drink
Okay,
this now,
I'm
and
about
it amuses me
95.
that I turn my nose up at it because it's fantastic.
Right.
All right. So, Marty, I know he's listening. Are you ready to do the wheel? Let me know. Everybody, it's your last chance to get in on the giveaway, all you have to do is tag Whiskey Nose and say, I want it.
Marty, I want it.
It's the most
And
time
this
you've
is-
ever heard that.
And there you
Marty
go.
hasn't heard. Marty hasn't heard that. Anthony, is my audio okay?
Let me clear this stuff out here. Hold on. My watch is like, where did all this come from?
Can you guys hear me on stream, John?
Yep.
Yeah,
You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
I think he was messing with you because when your fan was blowing, it was blowing right into your mic, so it sounded like Jim was in his truck with the windshield wipers going.
Not me.
Hey,
I'll move the camera, man. I'll move it.
Hey,
in.
Greg, I think
let
you
me
need
put
to
this up. Let me put this up for Marty.
Jeff, you need to keep poking the bear, I think. You got to get Greg out here.
All right, Mark, I did this, so this should be better because I'm like right in front of it.
Get on here, Greg.
Marty, you got Bourbon School, and don't forget Greg, because he wants it all the time.
Marty's ready to go.
And don't forget Mark. Let me know when you're caught up, Marty.
Greg.
Damn it, Greg, don't put that shit in chat.
Greg, when you pop on, we'll explain that to you.
Oh my God.
We'll explain it to you.
That's the stuff we're not supposed to talk about.
Well,
Yeah,
we got to help him out. Okay,
that's right.
we've got to help him out.
Well, at his age, he's got to take his little blue pill first.
I wasn't going to go there, but being that you did, Brian,
Hey, I'm gonna always go there, Anthony.
I better
It's
you
already
than me.
done.
Better you than me. That's
You
for sure.
assume the pill will be enough?
So at that age, is it good to know you took the pill or even remember why you took the pill?
If it
Poke,
takes up-
poke.
Oh,
What I
Lord.
drink this for?
Nah, he only takes the pill these days when he forgets where his cane is, so he can use it.
Keep it rolling on the bed. There you go.
You gonna take this lying down, Greg, or you gonna get on here?
He forgets what the pill is for, and he thinks it's blood pressure medication.
Well, it is.
Here's Adam.
It does help your
Hey,
blood
just the whiskey shit.
Hey,
pressure.
up,
Hey,
Adam?
Adam. Cheers, man. Cheers.
Here's Adam.
Man, the myth, the face plant legend.
Adam looked like he was having just a
He
fantastic
did.
time.
He had a
Oh, yeah.
permanent smile on his face when I saw him last night.
Up in school. Cheers, Brian.
But the thing about that I'm most proud of, his head wasn't down into his laptop.
No, he was standing up outside.
That's right. That's
I
right.
was proud of him.
Nice job.
Dang.
His hat like that. I'm dang.
Oh, we got the whiskey cats now.
Okay.
Captain,
Marty's
let me go.
gonna Marty is
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and give the wheel a spin.
Awesome.
He's in his mankini, so he's not going to come on.
The
But
golden
he's going
speedo.
to go ahead and spin the wheel, and I thanked him for everybody.
I'm not drunk enough.
Man,
I'm sorry
that's
you
an
got a
image
visual
I wish I
you all
didn't
didn't
have
want.
ever
but,
in my
you know.
head again. Oh,
That came up on Marty's screen. He was
all
talking
right, I
about
gotta go
speedo,
find
and
a
I'm like,
sharp object to poke myself
said-
in the eye with.
I said Marty's got to have a golden
There you
speedo
go.
in his merch store.
You gotta go find something cats drink.
Well, look,
My popular
Well,
drink.
Great.
you guys gotta quit picking on Marty. All right.
Yeah, and
If
that's
he
all
wants to wear his mankini in public, he can.
Don't
This
Greg.
is a free country.
the cat, the killer cat.
Here we go.
Oh, killer cat.
She's like,
You see another cat that's like, put me the down, you.
she's like, you fat fucker, you woke me up.
That's right.
Sleeping. What the hell do you
Yeah.
want?
Hope you had a safe trip, Adam.
I bet, Adam.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, he's home.
Man.
He's got his feet up. He's watching us.
Well, yeah, but I think his
What are these fools
connecting
doing
flight
over
went
here?
to Orlando, I believe, or Daytona,
What?
or somewhere in Florida. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, he went from Michigan to Florida to Utah.
Are you kidding me?
What the fuck, Scott?
Well, Shane offered me an invite to go down to when he does his Schlammering again. So I looked at flights from Green Bay to Charlotte, and one of them goes from Green Bay to a 5-hour layover in Denver and then to Charlotte. And I'm like, okay, I'm not taking that
That makes a
one.
lot of sense.
That's crazy.
I won't fly Frontier. Let's put it that way.
Nobody for Fly Frontier.
Oh, I
Okay,
mailed
Scott.
Yeah, I mailed a package to Pigsley. It went to Vic's house first, and then to Scott.
Yeah, like I said last night, I sent one to Moose in Canada. I went from Wisconsin to Chicago to Omaha to Minneapolis and then to International Falls.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this one tobacco company I order from in Pennsylvania. It goes to Raleigh, North Carolina, and comes back north to Virginia
Okay.
every time.
Tater down, congratulations.
Let me just show you.
Tater down.
Congrats, Tater.
Hold on.
Tater Dom.
Let me just show you. I actually have it on video that it was him. So give me a second, and I will play it because Marty sent it to me to prove it is what it is. So hold on. Let's just see if this will work. Come on. There we go. All right. I know it's hard to see, but the name did come. Let's see if it,
Oh jeez, Adam, that's crazy.
I'm sorry,
cut it
Adam,
off,
but you went
Anthony.
from Detroit to Orlando. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
it would do that. Hold on. We'll do it one more time. Come on.
We'll do it live.
Don't worry about that, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, we trust you.
Geez, Anthony, it's so small. I got to cover one eye to see it.
Well, it
Hey,
wasn't meant for you.
Hey,
It's just proof that it exists.
Greg is 100 years old. He can't see nothing.
I'm 64.
There you go. Tater Dom.
Tater Dom.
Your
Tater
internet
Dom.
haters, Greg, say you're 100.
Tater Dom. Okay. This is going to be a tough one, Tater Dom. But if you can remember Bourbon Neophyte at gmail.com, then guess what?
The website again.
Email me your contact information so then we can go ahead and get that mailed out to you. Would appreciate it. I know Tater Dom's floating around there somewhere. You are still in here, right, Tater Dom?
I haven't seen him in a minute.
I haven't seen him in a minute either, but
I see him somewhere. I'll tell him. Don't worry about it.
That's all I didn't say.
But he'll pop up everywhere.
that
19 for me.
I
You
can't
pick it,
disclose.
Anthony.
I cannot disclose that, Mr. Jig. Wait a minute.
Choice number one.
Ooh,
Okay.
What is
Choice number two.
Okay.
what's that fire? Right?
Lion's Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lion's Fire. There you go.
Yep. Lion's Fire.
you guys
I
just
don't-
keep making my next poor choices for me.
Well,
Which
I'm
is a
gonna
good
finish
thing, by
this.
the way.
I'll finish this
Jeff,
Glen
you have
Cadam.
a bottle of larceny floating around there? Where's that bottle of larceny at?
At my age, after a heart operation, you want me to go back downstairs again and go
No, I
get
did not.
the just to show you it arrived?
I didn't say to go get it. I just said you had
I don't think so.
it. I asked if you had it.
But
I didn't
yes,
say go get it.
yes, I do have it. Yes.
Well, then, I'll be quiet for a couple minutes then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Oh,
go pet the cat.
Lagavulin. What do you got? 12? All right.
This is the 2017 bottling, but it's almost gone.
It happens
That's an
on those
old
good
one.
ones.
That's an
That's
older
a-
Lagavulin.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lagavulin on my list of things I want to buy.
that's one of those that Roy raved about, so I went and found one at a local store back then. I've just been holding on to it. It's just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit, if it weren't for Roy, there's a lot of Scotch distilleries I probably would never know about.
Greg, what you drinking over there?
Cheers.
Bud?
What am I drinking?
Yes, sir.
I took all my scotch downstairs. I just got like an old barge.
You took it downstairs?
Well, some of the bottles. I got some up here, but
All right.
I got
Just curious, man. Well,
a Glen Scotia, Ardbeg, 2 Ardbegs, a Glen Rothies, 1 or 2 bottles downstairs.
yeah,
1 or
there's
2
a
bottles. That's nice.
there's an echo mark.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's right. I used to just say fuck off, but now I just say that's nice.
Ooh,
I just
It's
continue to say fuck off.
electronic.
I don't play the game.
that burns.
I've been noticing a little bit of that too. I don't know what in the heck that is, Mark.
It's like every
You whiskey
7
up the
to 8
nose is
seconds.
not fun.
I'll blame it on YouTube.
It could be.
Blame it on St. Bernard's. Behind all the world's evil, you know
Look.
it.
Yeah,
That-
well,
Yeah. Yep.
Something
See,
happened.
we know what the problem is. We know what the problem is.
It's the aliens.
Me
there
man's
in
getting
Arizona.
feedback.
upstairs.
Alien, St. Bernard, same difference.
Okay. So,
I
Lions
mean,
Fire.
Anthony is close to the desert, so you know.
I'm gonna stick with Pete.
You can stick with whatever you want, Jim.
Pete's a
Yeah,
good guy. Stick with him.
Hey, have you opened that, Jim? How is that?
Oh, yeah.
I thought about it. Is it good?
Yeah, this has been open for a while.
Just away.
I like it. It's not the
kinda
cat
cool.
variant. That one I've never seen on
It's
a
kind of
shelf.
proofy, ain't it? Is that the high proof one?
This is, as I just said, this is not the cast strength version, which
Oh.
is the black and silver tube.
Okay.
This is the 46% one. Yeah, it's good. It's like grilled citrus, kind of.
Is that a Lagavulin one? I think you both got the same thing, don't you?
Oh,
Of course. Look at that.
That's a squeaky cork.
I wasn't gonna.
Really? That's how
I
you take
wasn't
a fork out of a
gonna
bottle?
go anywhere near Pete, but Jim did it. So
Get a freaking screw top and quit messing around.
hey, that Ancient Age has screw top.
Hey, this is early times. This is the best of the best. That ancient age one, God, that is some garbage.
Ancient Age has a screw top and a pour spout.
Yeah.
Lagavulin Pete, there's nothing like it.
If you want to get Schlemmer to the party, Ancient Age is a good whiskey.
I have some Pete from Jim to get into next, and this is freaking punch in the teeth.
Oh,
Which one is it?
It's an old particular cast strength 8-year-old Palila. This is a punch in the teeth, but it is so good.
That's nice
117.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, the smoke to that is a real punch.
Yeah, that's the old particular Element series.
Yeah.
8-year-old Aquila. Cast, I think it's 59.9 something proof, should be on the label.
Yeah, I couldn't read that. I just read the 117.6 on the other part. So, yeah.
Huh?
117.6, I think,
Yeah.
for proof.
It's the proof will hit you after you pour it. It doesn't drink anywhere near as hot as it is, but it will knock your teeth in. But
That's the thing. It's that younger Pete, so it's a good punch.
You know which one? When Stacy gave me that Ponchine,
Exactly, dude.
I'm telling you what, it drinks nowhere near like it's 68 or 69 ABV. Nowhere near it. But it will.
69 ABV? Giggity.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't kid you about that. It's up there. I'm looking for it right now. I know it's around here somewhere.
I still want to find that 2 stacks gas strength at some point and try the jet fuel.
Yeah, I've never seen that around, John. I
And
don't
she
know.
even
If
said
get online.
it's Kilwoven. Yeah, Irish Potching, 67.5 ABV. I tell you what, this drinks absolutely nowhere near that, and it's only rested for weeks in the barrel, weeks. But this stuff is so good, it's like, how can I say this? It's not water, but you can drink it like water. And boy,
Rested
this
for
thing
weeks.
will,
That's rested weeks more than the PBR whiskey.
well,
What's that,
but
15
this stuff,
seconds
is,
or
this
something?
stuff is way better. Way better.
Yeah.
No, the PBR whiskey, they just pour in the top and the hole in the bottom. It just runs right through.
Yeah, exactly. I'm stealing my joke, Brian.
Oh my gosh.
There's a distillery
now-
in Wisconsin that is no longer in business, and they made 100 proof white whiskey years ago.
Yeah.
It was literally formaldehyde.
Oh,
It probably
It was
was.
just horrible.
now you know why they're not in business anymore.
Well,
I
those of
think
us who have,
I think a good whiskey is a whiskey that takes you for a ride.
Oh,
And
yeah.
every time you sip it,
oh yeah, just like Lion's Fire, it takes you for a ride every time you sip it.
yeah, that bottle looks really cool.
This one will take you for a ride. This might not be a ride you want to go on, but it'll take you on a ride.
Is that popcorn Sutton's last batch slapshot or not?
I can't disclose where that came from, but
Any whiskey will take you for a ride if you drink it after it.
I saw him interviewed. I saw him interviewed one time, and he had a good line. The guy was talking to him. He says, talking to Popcorn, and Popcorn says, "I got a 4-inch tongue and 4-inch dick and a 6-inch tongue, and I know how to use both of them."
You ever see the picture of his headstone?
Oh God.
Yes,
His
that's fuck
headstone
you.
says Papa said "fuck you."
Yeah.
And he was giving away half of his product too, which was just off.
I would just be curious to see what happens if you ever barreled that stuff for like 10 or 12 years, you know?
Oh,
Because I mean, it was all pot steel and that stuff. There's like a
I'm doing that
documentary.
experiment now with it. I put a barrel stave in a bottle jar.
What was that, Jim?
Pete White was saying that the chat won't let him say moonshine. You have to do it.
I was gonna say, I was just looking. I don't have any restrictions.
What the heck, James Morgan?
I think a lot of those distilleries, if they got some oak barrels, can put that stuff away for a few years.
I think James Morgan's gonna need his wrench taken away.
Yeah, why is he timing out frickin' Peter White? Anthony.
I like James Morgan, but you can't just throw your wrench around up unrestrained.
Let you two be the governing factor and stay out of it.
Wasn't like mountain strength.
When we used to go on bike trips up to Maggie Valley, there was a guy that he was kin to Popcorn.
We can time him out.
Dozen. And he used to eat at the diner in the morning where we go eat breakfast. And we'd see him sometimes, and he'd ask us if we were going to be back tomorrow. And we said, "Yeah, we'll be back in the morning." He said, "Well, I'll bring y'all a present." And we'd go the next morning. He'd be eating, and he'd come over there before he left. And he'd leave us a present in the saddlebag, and we'd go out there, and he'd leave us jars. And,
Did you get it? Did you get a mason jar hand delivered to you, Rob?
Yeah, exactly. He'd usually give us a plain one, and then he'd usually give us one that has some fruit in it.
Oh, you know what?
Some blueberries. Usually blueberries from the mountains.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
God, I
Well,
love
this Lion's Fire is absolutely delicious.
I might have to go get a bottle of scotch just because everyone else is drinking it.
I drank scotch all last night. I'm scotched out.
I got this bottle, which is
Let me go grab one real here. I shall return.
It's delicious corn whiskey.
There you go.
What
Yeah, I
was it
drank
called?
beer all day last night, so it's Scotch.
Oh, this is
I'm
wonderful.
gonna have it next.
Is it a good climax, T-Man?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Everything that dude has kicked out is if you like corn, it's tasty.
I was talking about the climax, not the whiskey.
Really? Yeah.
Don't go there.
Good time. Yeah. I've been with mine.
Seriously, don't go there.
If it was a shit climax, we would have been gone long ago.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Cheers, man.
Chris, cheers, man.
Those guys here, Monkey
Cheers,
Shoulder and
Chris.
Johnny Walker. I mean, they're Scotch. They count. They're not necessarily great Scotch, but they're Scotch, especially with Johnny Walker Red.
Mark, you can come on and drink whatever the heck you want, from bourbon to Scotch to Irish to coffee to water. Makes no difference here.
Jim,
Good
if it's one
morning,
of those old
Chris.
60s, 70s bottles of red, I'd like to try it, though.
Oh, I mean, like the older stuff I've heard is really good, but the modern Johnny Walker Red, I've had that even on ice. It sucks. It's awful.
Yeah, same here.
Ugh.
I mean, one of my friends got me on. I used to drink Johnny Walker Black Highballs, but now I drink the Compass Box, the Glasgow blend. That's a better peated blend than Johnny Walker Black.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Walker Black is just not where it's at.
But that
what's a
Glasgow
good
blend from Compass Box is great stuff.
The Johnny Walker 15, the green label,
The green.
that is
Yeah, the
a
green is good.
beautiful
Coming and going, Mark.
Johnny Walker. Beautiful.
Get on here, Chris, before somebody else take a cat nap.
Yeah, the green is good. The black I have a love-hate relationship with
Not
because
that far away
the
either.
I ended up filling half of it in one night and waking up completely screwed up and hung over the next day and having to call out of work. And since then, I have never drunk Johnny Walker Black. And every time I look at it, I'm like, no. Who has opened you? Not me.
So
I mean, it's
my
open,
wife's sister,
but it's beautiful.
my wife's sister gave me this a couple of weeks ago. She goes to all these estate sales and buys stuff all the time. And it's a 1970
Yeah, you showed us that. That's
Johnny
cool.
Walker Red. It's a 4/5
Let me see
of
that
a
again.
pint.
Okay.
Yeah, 1970. It's sealed in the box. It's a little tiny one.
But see, that's when it was good.
Yeah, this it's 86 proof, 86 point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a 4/5 of a quart, right?
What size is it?
I thought you said 4/5 of a pint.
Yeah, 4/5 of a pint.
Yeah, it's effectively like a 375.
No.
All right.
But yeah, that's when it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a bunch of these. I'm gonna go up there and look
There's
and see what
10
she got.
cask strength.
But I thought
But
that
yeah,
was pretty neat.
that it is neat. It's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That you bring up Lumreek, Peter White, because all the reviews I've ever seen for Lumreek have been not really complimentary of it. So I've kind of avoided it, especially because it's a little pricey. But I'll keep an eye out for that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a bottle you'll never see, though. That's the deal.
Yeah.
I do have a 2015 Christmas blend of the Douglas Lang Big Pete that was sitting as a dusty at my buddy's shelf a couple of years ago, and that's pretty good too.
That sounds like the rock oyster I found for Anthony there. That had been sitting on the shelf, I think, for, I don't know, 6 years, 5, 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Like that date, like something like 2017, 2018, something like that.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Anthony?
Oh,
Should I
really
go with the 13-year Bunnahabhain signatory. The
He's doing it on
Octomore,
purpose, Jeff. Oh, Octomore. Excuse me. Yeah,
or
that's
the
nice.
15-year Deanston at cast strength.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Okay, wait. Here's
Go
where I
ahead,
get cut out of the
ahead.
stream. 3,
Go ahead,
2, 1. Cut them off.
Go ahead, Jeff. Just
Well, I had my Lion's Fire, so sounds like I need a catnapper right about now. That's a nice signatory violence. That's nice.
I do need to send you some samples, so we got to get in touch so I make sure I ain't sending you what you already have.
You think?
We'll work it out this week.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going with the Bunnahabhain. I haven't had that in a while.
Bunnahabhain? I haven't had any Bunnahabhain in a while either.
I'm gonna get on my
This is-
Bunnahabhain cast strength.
This is a banger, too. This is like first fill sherry, but
No, I know.
57.7 ABV.
2022 Buna Half Straight.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Here, Jim sent me a sample, and that's the best thing I've tried this
That
year.
is the Scotch of the year.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
the
good one.
best whiskey I've had all year.
Bye.
That's currently the only bottle of Scotch I have.
Wish you a good night. Have a good one.
Oh, there's a Deanston.
Anthony, can you mute Z-Man? His fan's blowing right in that mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it right now.
Hey, T-Rod,
Oh, the
That's a
12. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, makes a difference.
Mm,
yeah,
big difference.
I love the 12 as a daily pour.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that the 12 cast strength?
12,
No, I wish I could.
the
Can't
craft
find it.
strength is the one you need.
It's just a 12, but it's delicious.
The regular
Anthony, I
12
might
is
be able to help you with that.
The first time
Contact
I
me
had that,
offline. I might be able to help you.
Yeah, I'll watch for Z-Man when he pops back. His fan was blowing on that thing and it was just driving me crazy on his mic.
Yeah.
I do a joke, but it's
All right,
I'll save
little
it for later.
little Bunnahabhain 12 here.
There you go.
I don't have the one that Greg has, but that's all right.
I'll join
In
you
any
with
case-
Bunnahabhain, but I'm feeling lazy, so I'm not gonna get either of my cast strengths. I'm gonna pour this signatory.
Yeah, that 22 cast strength that Jim sent me is the best whiskey I've had all year.
Oh, that's nice too, Jim.
Yeah.
hey, all you
This
guys
is
just
actually-
go to my house and you can drink whatever you want.
You often see it by that name when it's independently bottled. It's Iosha.
hmm
And this is actually
Man, that's pretty good.
Hey, he's back.
I shut off the fan just for you, Anthony. Okay?
The rest,
And just so
the
you know,
rest
I'm all
of
right
the
with
panel
that.
appreciate it.
It can be a little
Thanks, sir.
warmer, but and,
Yeah, when
and,
you
uh,
stood up, Z-Man, that fan was blowing right into my earbuds, hitting my last 2 brain cells.
I know, yeah.
John, I'll get John in a minute.
No, what is it? I gotta get the head. I'll be right back.
No, I want to show it to you.
In any case, good night, gentlemen.
Hey, thanks for-
Catnap to me.
Jeff, thank you for popping on, brother. Always
You're
a pleasure
welcome.
having you. You
Thank
always
you.
have a spot. Thank you.
I'll send you an email.
Cheers, brother, man. I appreciate you.
You have the phone. Text me if you want. Either
Yeah,
way.
I'll text you.
I appreciate you. I'll
Send you
I
something.
appreciate
Make sure it's something you don't have.
He did Ben Nevis.
Mikey Stahl.
Cheers, Mike.
I thought Stahl was banned. I thought Stahl was banned from this string.
6.
Well, technically, he can't be on this one, even though it's my stream. It's not Livewire whiskey.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he's really not banned.
Well, I bought the.
I mean,
bought the
most
shirt
other
before I got
places-
on this string.
Most other places, I'm sure he is. But, you know.
He's just in time.
First of all, I hope you had a safe trip.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, when did that thing end today?
Yesterday.
Last
Oh,
night.
yeah. Technically last night, yeah. But
Yeah.
Oh, Gina, what you were gonna-
It was last night.
I think some people weren't going home till tomorrow. So
I guess the question is, did anybody crash and break the slats in the bed?
And
No, Tim wasn't there, Greg.
I don't know of any video footage, but
T-Rob wasn't there, so
Allegedly.
allegedly. No, unfortunately,
no, we all saw Tim do it.
No, you were on that stream. I'll tell you what. And the thing was, I saw you an hour and a half before that, and you were perfectly fine.
I know.
That's
Texted me this morning around 4 a.m.
So what did Shane do to him between that 90 minutes then?
I mean, I had to drive, so I behaved. I think I had 2 little sips of like the pirate bottle and the Carter, I think.
Yeah.
And I went home because I was driving, so I didn't have anything. And I left about 10:15, said my goodbyes to everybody. T-Rob was in great shape. I get home, I jump. I'm not sure maybe it was at Vic's. I'm not sure whose stream it was. But you were blotto in an hour and a half. You went from normal to blotto.
So the bad thing, it was a combination of 2 things. So I didn't hydrate very well after we ate supper, which was one thing. And then the second one, Shane would pour me something, and I'd sit there and drink it. And he's like, "Oh, okay. What else haven't you had that you want to try?" I'd say, "Okay, well, let me try that." And I'd still have, an ounce or so in the glass, and I just fill it, and rinse my glass out, and we do another one, and everything we were drinking was gas drink. So
yeah, you looked hydrated, but it wasn't water you were drinking.
I don't think I drank a half a bottle of water that whole evening.
Hey, there's water in whiskey.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
But when you start drinking 120 and 130 proof, there's a lot less
There's
water.
less water.
But there still is water.
Yeah, that happened. That happened to me, like not this Friday, but the Friday before when he came over, and I almost was out of the parking lot at the liquor store, and he pulled in, and then the rest of the afternoon went down. Well, it was a Hirsch, then another Hirsch, then a Kirk, then a blend of a Kirk and a Hirsch, and then a Knob Creek store pick, which is 120, and I think there was 1 or 2 other things in there, but I think I can't remember after the third Hirsch. I lost all track of memory.
Have a good night, Mike.
Drinking.
Yeah, man. That's
Mike.
funny. I need a snack on that.
Come on.
Oh.
Samantha.
Yeah, Shane had been texting me about the new old Dragon Bones last night, and
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was talking about that on the chat on my stream.
yeah, and then I got the email this morning.
No,
You
I'm not
did?
part of-
You're
yeah,
banned for life?
No, there's an 18-year-old old Dragon Bones that's 130 something
134
proof.
proof.
It's finished in Oloroso.
If I say that I had a sip of that yesterday, will I get thrown off the channel?
No, but was it that good? Was it that good, Greg?
It was strictly for research. I was over there sampling of what the barrels he got.
There you go.
And what's your opinion?
Was that what the email
It's
was?
real good.
Put out?
Okay.
Okay.
You know what, Vic? When you get older, I'm still going to be alive.
That's true.
And
Fuck
that comment's going to come
Senior
back.
asshole.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm younger than you, dude.
I was thinking in one
I think you're the youngest one on the
I
stream, Jim.
love you, brother. I just love you.
Did
I
he
think
go
Jim and I are the 2 youngest ones in here.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
No,
Is he
wait, I'm
talking
older than
about
Brian, I
us?
think.
Yeah,
Is he
you're older than
talking
me,
about
John.
us here?
Okay.
Now we're
I think.
well, I think,
I'll be 50 in October. I'm 49 right now.
I think I'm the-
I turned 40 this year, so you got 10 years.
I think I'm the oldest now. Maybe 10 minutes ago, it would have been a toss-up. But I
How
think
old are you, Jim?
I have the title now, I think.
Yes,
I'm 40.
you do.
Okay, so
What?
Jim's a youngster, and
He's
we
a youngster.
Mark is Mark. That's okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, Mark, aren't you in your 40s?
Hey, Peter
What?
White, if I get an extra old Dragon Bones, I would do that trade in a heartbeat.
What'd you say, Z-Man?
Are you in your 40s or no?
I'm 48.
Yeah.
So you're still a youngster.
Hey,
You know,
my body will argue with that because of what I've done to it on the rink.
There you
Now
go.
Well,
he is the pot
you're-
calling the
you're-
kettle
you're-
black.
Your
me
job
tell
is what killed you, brother.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that too. Between the two of them, though,
Yes,
the
sir.
job fucked up my mind and my lower back, and the hockey screwed up everything else.
My job is
There you
screwed. My job has screwed up my mind after 31 years, and I've broken stuff that I should have never broke, and I got nothing to show for it.
there you
I
go.
hear
So-
a voice. I hear a voice. Is that Mr. Five Hole I hear?
Yeah, Marty's young too. Look at that, 48 years old.
so
Good for you,
yeah,
Marty.
Peter, if I can get a second one of those, yeah, that's a trade I'll do in a heartbeat. So I
So
had one
Tater
for
Dom.
the bottled bond.
Tater Dom, you know how to get a hold of me, right? Bourbon Neophyte at gmail.com.
There you go.
Email me your mailing information to that
Oh, I'm
email
older than Marty. Oh,
so I can get that out. Okay.
Hey,
like I
Brian,
said-
hockey starts in 4 or 5 weeks, so we have something to look forward to be disappointed
I
about.
know. I saw your guys got Eric Carlson today.
Yeah, we just signed a long-term contract to another guy in his mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
Exactly.
they gave up another first round pick. I'm like,
Is that what
Hey,
they
you're
did?
gonna have any draft picks for the next 10 years.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Go over to Europe. Yager's still playing. You guys might be able to get him.
He might come back, Anthony. Don't get it.
But I mean,
Yager's only
Bryson,
playing in
Crosby,
Europe because he owns
Malkin
the
are
damn
gone. What are they
team.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Anthony, at this fucking rate, they'll be bringing that 66 jersey down from the rafters.
Yeah, they're bringing it. They're bringing it back. Mario and Tom Barasso's on it. Tom Barasso's on his way back.
They're
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
look
let
at Mario
Crosby
when you
retire.
got-
They're gonna keep him playing.
It's gonna be.
Gretzky's
It's gonna
gonna
look
come
like
out
the
of
old timers game when they play it. You know, during the Winter Classic with the old timers. That's going to be our starting
There you
lineup.
go, outdoor. Yeah.
Well, you know,
Oh,
ever
yeah.
since they fitted those walkers with skates, those guys are set.
There you go. That's it.
I mean,
But
they're-
you know,
they're-
not. I'm picking. I mean, I'm just being funny, but Yager actually can still skate at his age.
Oh yeah, he's still. Hey, he's. Hey, I'm impressed.
does
Yeah.
he still have the mullet? Is he still sporting the mullet?
I
Like
don't
he
think
used-
so.
It's not a
like he
full
did
mullet,
back
but
when
he's
I was
got
watching
the-
in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's long in the back. It's more
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
but it's
Right.
it's not
I'll
Tater
give you-
Dom hair, but
No.
I'll give
Center
Yager
in the
one
front,
thing. He learned English before what Malkin did. I don't think Malkin can still speak English. He's been around for 15 years.
yeah.
Fucking Marty.
At least
Really?
Yager learned it in the first 5 or 6 years. He could speak English, but
Get puck, get
Oh,
kicked.
so there's one hockey podcast, and they had Sergei Gonchar on there, and this is quite a few years ago. And he had gotten to Pittsburgh, and the Penguins jet was waiting at the terminal, the private one, to take off our road game, and Malkin and Gonchar weren't there yet. And all of a sudden they see a car hurtling down the runway, and it was Malkin driving his Porsche with Gonchar, and they were doing 120 down the open runway to get to the
Wow.
To make
It was-
fun.
I think Malkin lived with him for the first year or two when he was in Pittsburgh. And
Yeah.
every time they interviewed Malkin, you'd see Gonchar, so it looked like you were at the UN with the interpreter. You know, you could have to speak to one guy to get the answers to the other guy.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Marty.
Nah,
You know,
Peter White. As soon as Ovi hits the
You don't know
record,
hockey.
he's gonna retire.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You think so?
Yeah,
Oh. Go
he
Canes.
is.
So,
That's it.
Chris,
I mean,
do me a favor.
that team has. I don't think he got much to play for the next couple of years.
That's the only thing they have to play for is Ovi's record.
Yeah,
Chris, hold up the Ogre Chalice because that's what I told him I drink on Ken's stream. Oops.
Oh,
Hold on.
No, Marty needs to jump on here.
There you go. That's
When
the
he,
size coffee mug I have for Ken's stream.
Good.
when he
Lord.
Ooh,
does
Marty,
it-
you just got a Orloff from Boston,
We're all old
courtesy
now.
of the Caps.
So when I talk about the Ogre Chalice, or you hear Chris talk about the Ogre Chalice, or he asks
There you
me,
go.
yeah,
What did the
that's
cap
what he
get?
puts in his.
99.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
when
There
I'm
you
on Ken's stream, I'm either drinking coffee or liquid IV, one of the two.
Usually it's liquid IV, but hey,
Yeah. What did you
Yeah,
say,
I'll,
Jim?
I'll if it's
Happy-
after
happy
12, I'll
Monday,
maybe have a
Chris.
drink. You know,
No, when I'm on
Thanks, Anthony.
Ken's stream, I'm drinking bourbon and beer.
So what did the Caps get from you guys for Orlov?
We didn't get shit because he, I think he went free agent.
Yeah, he's free agent from the Bruins.
hey, that's a
Well,
question. I
no,
have-
from us to the Brew, from us to no, I think we got something like a draft pick that we didn't need.
Yeah, but then he left Boston as a free agent, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you, what about that, Jim? What's the scuttlebutt with the coach that they fired that went and won the Stanley Cup? That can't be going over too well.
Oh, Cassidy, he was a Caps coach too.
Yeah, they got rid of him. The new guy came in and set the points record, and then they got bounced in the first round.
it happened.
Yeah. Let's not talk.
I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just telling you.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
I mean, Penguins haven't done anything since 2017, so I'm not throwing any stones. But
There you go.
Hey, the Hawks
Hey,
haven't
the
done
Caps
anything
have
since
only done
15
one
when they
thing
won
in
the cup, so.
2018, and that is it.
So I was flying back to Pittsburgh from Vegas when they won the last Stanley Cup. I literally just landed in Pittsburgh when they announced they won their last Stanley Cup.
Which is
And
why I
I'm
bought
flying-
this because I'll
flying
never get a
over.
chance to see it again.
Well, hold on. Let me see that
there we
costume
go.
jewelry.
That's the Caps, baby.
I mean, the Hawks won their last one in 15, and they haven't done a thing since.
But see,
Yeah.
the best thing is, inside they list the series, and we beat the Penguins in there. And that year, I called it. I said, if we beat the Pens this year, we're winning the cup, and we did.
There you go.
That's awesome, man.
Hey,
So-
hey, Vic, thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
So
I do
one
get
thing I
better,
said,
but-
I have a lot of friends that are Golden Knights fans, and I really don't give two shits about the Knights, only because I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. Okay, I don't care if they win or lose. Don't care, honestly.
They had to beat.
But you know what? I thought they were just going to fall flat on their face this year, but they really picked themselves up there about mid-season and just took off. I mean, honestly, they did. And
Well, especially you get to the playoffs, and you can go way over the salary cap then.
Well, I thought for sure once they made
yeah,
it
when you
into
put players
playoff
on the
and
injured
actually
reserve all
play
season, you
good
get to bring them
teams,
back in the playoffs. That's Tampa Bay's MO.
well,
Yeah.
they got good goaltending, and they play just good, solid meat and potatoes hockey. Nothing fancy. Just win 2-1, win 3-2. Doesn't have to be a 6-5 game every time.
They
play
rolled
good
through
defense and win.
goaltenders.
And the
They had
goaltender was
6
good.
goaltenders this year.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that rookie
Stumbled upon
goaltender that was
guy.
playing in the playoffs.
Cheers, Chris, man. I didn't know you were in here.
Yeah, I mean, what was it?
Oh, yeah.
What was his first name? Hill, the rookie that was in goal.
Jake.
I can't remember.
well,
I want
it's
to say
about
Austin Hill,
time,
but I think he
Jacob.
sounds like a NASCAR driver.
It's
Cheers,
about
Jacob.
time, Jacob. Where the hell you been?
Yeah,
Sorry,
cheers, Jack. Cheers, Jacob.
But I mean, that's a lot of those teams lately. They're riding a rookie goalie all the way through the playoffs.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I want to see the Penguins have Benedict Cumberbatch do a whole thing about them because he cannot say the word penguin. If you want to see what I mean, just Google
Talk about the Ogre Chalice.
Benedict Cumberbatch tries to say penguin.
Sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes it's a struggle.
He completely butchered the word.
That's for sure.
All
It
right.
became Edwin and
Well,
lots of weird things. So.
I have to get
I didn't
another
see that.
pour. I have to get another pour.
This thing's
So,
hand
Anthony,
filled.
The
Just so you
Bunahali
know-
is gone.
This is a
Four
pretty good bottle, Anthony.
4.5 weeks, my friend.
I see that, but I haven't seen that here, Greg.
I got it on an auction site. I don't know if it's available. It's hand filled.
Is that
Oh.
a special release, Jim, or is that the normal 10?
This is the regular 10. I was just showing this because Anthony said he needs a pour.
That's
This is
another
a-
great daily pour. Yeah.
I think this
I'm
is a
not gonna
PX
argue.
gas.
I'm not going to argue about Port Charlotte.
I thought about getting one of those, but I left it down there.
I've seen a lot of the bourbon people, the bourbon channels now. You like even Cheech now with, he's loving the Port Charlotte.
I tell you, Port Charlotte's good.
Hey,
What I like
Brian.
it tastes a lot like Port Charlotte is electric. To me, it has
Okay,
the
Oh, yeah.
same flavor profile as a
Yeah, I
Port Charlotte.
can't pour Scotch tonight.
Would you
All
pour?
right, Anthony.
I just poured Top Dog had sent me
Oh, is that his barrel?
some of his stuff. Yeah, from
Yep. Yep.
it was
yep,
aged
yep.
18 months. Shit. 7 months and 8 days in a 6-gallon barrel.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's good stuff.
this is what I'm going to have because Jim has it. So
Well,
Tell me-
Anthony, you've got 4.5 weeks, and you're going to have to try and see if you can find something that Lil likes.
Hey,
I've got-
Slapshot, have them dump that moonshine in that barrel for a few weeks.
Yeah.
See what that turns into.
God, that Coila 8-year-old was freaking fantastic.
well, I'll call Whiskey Crusaders up, Chris, and we'll get something.
Yeah, he don't have any whiskey either.
No. Did you see the stream that they're doing tomorrow night with Donald Rance?
I heard about it, but I don't know what they're doing.
We have to stay up.
It's pairing charcuterie and whiskey.
Yeah,
They got more bottles on the floor than they do have on the shelf.
I think
Yes.
Matt has what, like 3,500 bottles or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
at least.
And
Yeah,
I think Liquor Hound is way more than that.
I heard, yeah. Liquor Hound is it's what someone was saying. Liquor Hound had more.
it was a worry when we were at Matt's place last year, and he was having to crawl over bottles to get to the couch, to get over the back of the couch to get the bottles that he was after.
Jesus.
Jeez.
I met the Citrix 3 years ago up here in Wisconsin, and yeah, Violet was just the same in person as advertised.
Yeah.
You try
she
that
was
again,
great.
Rob?
But I mean,
Yeah,
Matt
I'm
was,
good.
Matt was
I had
one of the
to- I had to
nicest
change
people.
my earphones back, and it.
You know, his house, Chris, should have one of them triangles on it with the different colors, so the fire company knows what the hell's in that house. There's like 4,000 bottles of liquor in there.
Where do I go?
That's an exterior fight only.
Yeah, if this house is on fire, please water down this section first. Let the rest of the shit burn, but keep the hoses here.
That's right.
Put
Yeah.
the fire, put the
The only
fire in the
problem
bar
with-
out first.
The
That's
only
four.
room then that could burn is the bathroom.
Yeah, because
Bathroom.
with 4,000 bottles, that could look like fucking Nagasaki.
I ain't
I mean, the
lying.
funniest thing was when he's climbed over the back of the couch to get to a case of whiskey, and he goes, "I didn't even realize I had another one of those."
Is it? I think it's more Scotch sided, ain't it, Chris, than bourbon? I mean, he's got a ton of everything, but I think he's more Scotch. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He's definitely more Scotch, Greg.
Will's a lot more bourbon, but does a lot of scotch.
I tell you what, there's definitely a difference in peat between Port Charlotte and Lagavulin.
Oh, no doubt.
Lagavulin is that ashy,
Yes.
to me,
Yes.
cigarette ashtray, burnt.
Now,
wood
don't get
type
me
of thing.
wrong. The Port Charlotte 10, the peat is thick, but it's
Yeah.
you know the difference between Port Charlotte and Lagavulin, Ardbeg,
Yeah.
Lefroy. I mean, their signature. It's
Yeah.
Lefroy is like no other. Ardbeg totally different.
Yep.
You know, I can go on and on, but like I said, going from the Lagavulin now down to, or excuse me, Bunnahabhain. I was at Bunnahabhain before this, Lagavulin before Bunnahabhain, and it's like, oh yeah, the Lagavulin, Port Charlotte, but it is just so nice.
Currently, the
it's
is
kind of like
my
the,
limit.
it's that meaty, earthy, like barbecued pineapple fruit stuff that's in that their peat. Lafroig's more to the medicinal, iodine, that type of
Iodine, Band-Aids, Bourbon's favorite taste.
And then Lagavulins, actually.
But this Port Charlotte just has such a sweet, savory smokiness to the nose.
Yeah. Is there like maybe like a citrus on the background and stuff like that, sweetness?
Oh. I get like on the nose on the Port Charlotte, definitely that beautiful sweetbread maltiness with the peat is perfect. But right on the back is almost like heather, honey, touch of floral, but a zest. And I can't ever pick if it's an orange or a lemon zest, but it's something like that.
It's some kind of citrus. Yeah, it's some kind of citrus.
Yes. But it is so good. And no, Jacob, I haven't had the cognac finish in the Kilchoman. Now, if Jeff was on earlier, he probably has that.
Which one's that?
The Kilchoman cognac finish.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I think they got the Isle of Bay around here, and they got the Loch Gorm.
Here he is on his way home. We have to have a drink for him.
Cheers, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
What? What's happened? Hello from the Pulaski Skyway.
Wow.
I didn't know you were in a flying car.
You mean hello from the Jubilee?
From the what?
The Jubilee.
Wow.
Holy crap.
I said that.
I didn't say that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Peter White, this is that 8-year Kleinlich. That's an amazing bottle. This is first fill bourbon. It's a fantastic bottle.
Ben knows where I got that from.
Is that a bumper sticker or not?
Ben, why are you on the wrong side of the road?
Let me remind you something. Who invented cars? Pretty sure whoever invented it knows the right side.
That's the same reason why the toilet bowl turns in the other direction down there, too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brian.
Hey,
now, Z-Man's not on screen. Has everybody noticed that a toilet bowl looks like the Chicago Bears logo, too? That's from somebody in Green Bay, so I'm just going to say that.
Now, if we're being fair, the first cars were actually invented in Europe, so we can't really get credit for that.
They were invented in Europe.
We just invented the automation.
The manufacturing and that kind of shit.
Yeah. We figured out how to mass produce them and make them cheap, but you don't get credit for inventing them.
No.
And Henry Ford went to the stockyards in Chicago to see how they disassembled pigs. And that's how he figured out the assembly line.
That's it, the assembly line.
He saw how they disassembled animals, and he's realized that he could have people doing one task.
I had a buddy of mine.
A good guy. He was
No, Henry Ford was not a good person.
I had a buddy of mine that was a butcher, and he was born in Chicago. And when he graduated high school, he went and did an apprenticeship for 2 years, and then he did an internship, and then he got hired on at one of the big commercial meat plants. And he would tell me And this is like mid 70s. And, they would take like halves and quarters and they would come down the line and you would cut out whatever you were supposed to be processing. And then it would go down to the next one. And he said, these guys would be on that assembly line just cutting meat and knives flying. He said every now and then you'd see a finger come down the conveyor belt.
Wow. Well, have you ever seen the guys on platforms with the huge chainsaws that split the beef sides in two? And it's like, damn,
just cut them in half. Yeah.
Anthony, have a look at what I sent on your phone.
Every Friday when we would close the meat market, he had this big 3-sided wet rock. And he'd take all his knives. He had a magnetic strip with all his knives on the wall. He'd take all his knives down and he'd sharpen. He'd go to the coarse, the medium, and then the fine, and then he'd strop them. Dude, I can't even
David,
tell you how
the
sharp
sausage king of Chicago. There you go.
Yes.
Well,
Hey, Froman.
Musk knows how to.
Yeah, Mark. Meat market can have many different connotations. So.
Yes.
Musk overcharges his cars for what you get, so he must have learned his manufacturing from a fucking strip club.
Anthony,
Hey,
have a look at what I sent
doctor,
on
that's
your
when the
phone.
beer goggles come on. That's
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The later it gets.
There's no mixed company on here today, so
I had to stay on the peak train, so that's
we
where
can
I
be a
am
little
right
bit
now.
blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We're all
That's
adults.
why the lights come on right when they close, just so you can have one last chance of saying no.
And then you wake up the next morning, oh my God, no.
You got to slide your arm out without waking them up. And get out before the sun comes up.
I can imagine Peter White. Ugh.
Just make sure you wash the Trussar and the glitter off your t-shirts when you come home from the golf trip.
Just leave them in the dumpster, man. Go buy some new ones.
Why does your t-shirt smell like Lancome?
Why you got all that glitter on your shirt?
And the glitter on it.
If there's
That was
anything you
the
want
days
from
of
Anthony,
Drakkar Noir.
Oh yeah. Oh,
There was a girl
my
doing a
roommate in
promotion
college
on the
scored
par
that
three.
shit.
Ben's space traveling. He's like going warp speed there. Look at that.
He's in the
Well,
tunnel.
for a second there, I thought, when did he get into daylight? And I realized he was in a tunnel.
How's he getting a signal in the tunnel? That's my question.
Hey,
I am in the Holland Tunnel.
Okay.
there you go.
That's why.
I
No,
go
you lose
underneath an
tunnel. You
overpass
use
and my
signal when you
Sirius
go through
XM
tunnels like
cuts
that
off.
in Virginia Beach. That shit
I
cuts
would
off.
love to drive my.
Yeah, I believe they've put cell phone repeaters in the tunnel at this point.
Oh yeah, they do.
They have to. Yeah.
Yeah, Virginia Beach, they don't. You drive in there, your radio cuts off, cell phone don't work, and the water drips from the ceiling.
I'm in Green Bay and I go under overpasses and my
You're
satellite
just
radio
waiting
cuts
for the
off.
ocean to collapse on you.
Oh yeah. And my wife is terrified of water, so when we go through there, evil me, I hit the windshield wash button and
Do you tell her to hold her breath on the way through, just in case?
I don't have to. She already does.
Oh.
Oh, James Morgan. Yeah, I'm out of the Snag, man. That's such a good bottle.
So, any news, John?
Yeah, I got the job.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Oh, when did you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it Thursday afternoon and I got the letter on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I knew you had the interview.
So then
Did you give notice?
I was coming. Yeah, I'm giving my notice tomorrow.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks. And then I was coming back from Green Bay on a country highway yesterday and watched somebody driving into the sun blow a stop sign that's 70 miles an hour, shoot the gap between a northbound car and a southbound car, and didn't manage to kill 6 people.
Oh god.
Well, yeah, I heard you
Just
tell
scared
that
the
story.
shit out of me. Just
Crap.
yeah, I've been kind of like this since last night. I got a good night's sleep last night, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
I mean,
goodness
I
for
wouldn't have
this.
been involved,
That helped.
but just watching somebody else,
Oh, yeah.
So changing the plans were totally the right move, John.
yes, I got the job, so I'm happy. I mean, hopefully I'll meet all of you at some point here, but yeah, everything.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I mean, what you did was a quality of life change. I mean,
Very much.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed home. It's a big change in my life. So
mhm.
everything's
That's
going to be
freaking
great.
awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Absolutely.
Thank you. So if any of you, I'm kind of hoping if anybody makes it Kentucky October, I guess I'm probably going to be there now.
Probably could be. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to negotiate to get a few days off to come down there. So. Because I guess a lot, like Cheech and a lot of people will be there too. So I'm like, I can pretty much meet a bunch of people there.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a big change in life, and it's one of the better employers in this area. Healthcare is one of the biggest.
I'm getting ready to say anything in the medical field, man. That's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. It's not going
my
away.
girlfriend has been a medical coder for this hospital chain for about 20 years, and they are one of the better employers. So
there you go.
It's a good place to get into.
Exactly.
I'm 49.
Like
I'm done with manufacturing. So.
Sure. Hey, that's like me, man. Everybody's got to have electricity. So.
You know?
That's right.
I'm done with printing textbooks. I'm done with that.
There you go. That's right.
Well, you know, out here, there's still talk about Yucca Mountain. And Harry Reid decimated the place.
Yes, he did.
But you know what?
He killed that project.
But you know what? Don't think they're not going to throw some more money at it to get it back to where it needs to be and not store things in there. It will happen.
Yeah, not have to do the local storage yet.
So
it needs
my
to be in one place.
Charge the government out the wazoo.
That's awesome, David. The more people I can meet in Kentucky would be great.
Honestly.
Did they ever figure out what happened to his eye, Anthony? Because one day he was normal, and the next thing you know, looks like he went in a 12.
I mean, really, there's no other better place to put it.
Whatever happened to him? They said he heard it in the gym, but I ain't buying that line.
Who are we talking about now, Greg? Sorry.
Harry Reid.
He's done.
He died.
Whatever happened to his eye? They said he heard it in the gym, but I wasn't buying that line.
Oh, I was going to say he's dead. Yeah.
Is he?
Harry Reid's dead.
He was blacking out like Mitch McConnell was.
Yeah, he died Mitch rebooted a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was like, whoa, what the fuck?
He died. Fuck.
And I mean, we're screwed with everybody.
That's what happens when you have more than one edible in an hour.
He rebooted.
No, Mitch just.
You gotta let the first one kick in before you take the second one, so you know where you're at.
Well, he didn't wait long enough. He took it like 30. I don't feel nothing.
I don't feel nothing. I'm taking another 3.
Cheers, 210-90.
Marty.
Todd.
Thanks for helping with that giveaway.
Good night, Marty.
Good night, Marty.
Yeah,
Cheers,
night, Marty. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for not coming on in the Mankini.
Yes, we're thankful.
I already have enough nightmares. I don't need that as an additional.
Look, don't get him wound up. He's
You
had a few
don't
drinks
need
now.
the golden
You never
speedo
know.
with the whiskey nose out the front.
Oh, God. No.
That's a 3D nose you're saying, John?
I'm just saying that I experienced the bubble bath up close and personal this weekend.
I saw the pictures on Facebook. Oh my God.
Was it a Speedo or less?
It was a rubber ducky, very skimpy Speedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you enjoyed every minute of it.
Somebody posted it though.
He did.
With the bubble bath.
I did the same thing to bubble bath that I did to Jimmy. I pointed right at the package.
So I didn't know if it was bubble bath or if it was Shayla or who posted it, but yeah.
Oh wow.
I did what I do.
Yeah, there were a lot of pictures online on Facebook today.
I hadn't even looked at Facebook.
And I'm still not home.
What's driving?
I don't understand it. Don't understand it. That's for sure.
Cheers, Shepard.
What's up, Shred?
Would it not have been faster for you to cut through Canada, Ben? I guess not, then you'd have to go all the way down across New York, so maybe not.
I mean, maybe, but I rode with Thrashers, so we had to get back to Thrashers.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey, Jim. Maybe Ben's not allowed to cross the border. You know, don't call him
We
out.
did. What do you call it? We actually did literally pass in Michigan the road to the bridge. It literally just says the bridge to Canada. Rode together. And we
Windsor.
also passed 8 Mile,
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
and now I'm in Manhattan.
Oh,
Good
There
enough.
you go. Manhattan after
You're
dark.
almost
Yeah.
home.
I saw the lady getting mugged and the guy running across the street with the purse, so I knew where you were.
Yeah.
Now all I can think of is Dirty Harry.
Hold on, wouldn't that be the guy getting mugged and the lady running
Clown
down
out.
the road with the foot?
Probably nowadays.
Rob versus Norseman.
I don't know.
co-main event
You
for
might not
Beyond.
want to assume either one of their genders.
Or the story from Donald about the guy on the subway in Toronto yesterday.
Oh God.
Whipping out his wanker. Yeah.
No, the other one. It was on Ken Stream in the morning.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy was sitting across from him, a train he got on the bus, on the subway, said, I give the best BJ in Toronto for $100, and she got off the next subway, and the guy followed her.
There you go.
I
Oh,
would
no,
have never left the train. Never leave the train.
No.
That's right.
Donald
So I
has the
gotta
best.
have-
Donald's got the best stories.
apparently.
You know,
Hey, well, I live like 2.5 miles from George Washington's boyhood home, so the cherry tree one struck home with me. I laughed my ass on that one.
All right, I'm gonna have myself my final pour because I know Big Vic is going to go on about
Supposedly.
8:30 area, give or take.
Is he really going on?
Yeah, I haven't
He's
seen the
going
thumbnail.
on. Yes,
Uh-oh.
he
There it
is.
is. All right, cool.
So
That guy's like the
8:30,
Energizer
Yeah.
Bunny.
9
Yeah.
o'clock, maybe. Who knows? But
Oh my God.
I'm going to go ahead and get myself a pour. And since I'm having Pete, let's see here.
Here you go, Anthony.
Yeah, I can do
Asshole
that.
pour spring ba- oh, fuck
I'll
you.
do it.
What are you doing?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
only mildly peated, but still.
Well, this
That's
is a
an older one.
2000. This is
Damn.
a 2000.
Ooh, a black box.
Yeah, I
Wow.
want to say 16,
Okay.
18, something like that. Yeah. And thanks to Whiskey Knows, he
What you got
found
there,
this for
Jim?
me a little bit ago and dropped it off.
Oh,
Local
Springbank
Bourbon 10. What's the percentage on that
I
one?
don't know. I got this from Ed over at the Rocket Review, but that's all he wrote on it. I don't remember anything else
Is
about
that
it.
the sherry one?
It might be.
It looks darker.
I've had this for a couple of years at
'Cause
least.
I've got the 2019, and it's about the same color as this. It's all bourbon. It's a lot lighter.
Cheers, Todd.
That's right, Shred. Yep, you got the Springbank 10 now, Shred. So
Yo, Anthony, that list which I sent you is a list which a friend of mine is trying to help out a friend to sell before he moves overseas.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. So he's got optimals. He's got optimals back to 6.1.
wow.
Whoa.
See, I
I've
thought
had
that was your
7.1,
list.
and
I'm
that was
thinking,
insane.
I didn't know you had that much scotch.
No, this isn't mine. This is a friend of mine's. My friend who owns a liquor store over here. It's another mate of his who's a Scotch fanatic.
Is that
Hey.
over in Australia, Chris?
Hey.
Yeah, and he's moving. So if there's anything which you want, I might be able to get hold of it. I'd probably be able to get hold of it and then bring it over to Vegas.
I said
Okay.
7.1 is the best Octomore I've ever had.
But I laughed when he said it's Oz prices.
Oz price.
Unfortunately.
So you got to work a deal with Dorothy?
You got to definitely click your Ruby slippers
You got to
together.
click your heels and say, I want to go home. I want to
Yeah,
go
click
home.
your heels. Yeah.
All right.
You dropped her house on my sister.
Just love it when that happens.
Oh, don't,
I say that every time it starts raining.
John was there.
outside.
Don't make me bring up the discussion from the talking trees last night
Yeah, I know.
with the Harvey Epstein and the planner.
Oh God.
What did was I there for that?
Yeah, you were there. It was on Jim's stream.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
I remember mentioning Harvey Weinstein because I was watching one of the Don Rickles things from a few years ago.
Yeah. It was a comment about the plaintiff like, don't do that to me. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, cheers.
Harvey Weinstein wanking on the front.
Cheers,
Wanking
Dan.
his
Yeah.
And he's like, why did I invite this guy on my stream?
That was a 2015 one. That was the
How'd
Spike
you like
TV
if
Don
somebody wanked
Rickles
your
one.
feet?
It's like you see Harvey Weinstein, Johnny Depp, and Amber Heard at the same table.
Oh, Don Rickles is hilarious.
Oh, I love Don
I
Rickles.
saw him live.
He should have.
Oh,
Hey, man. Cheers, man.
Yeah,
He should have
cheers,
gave her to
brother.
Harvey and just lived.
See,
That's
see, the good
Hey,
thing
my
is
buddy-
Yeah, he would have shit the bed anyway. So
No.
exactly. Yeah.
So Big Vic is going to go live here shortly. I'll finish up this. We'll call it a night at 8:30. Everybody go
You gotta
over
go in
and
early, don't you?
see Big Vic.
yeah, you have a good
8:30.
day at work tomorrow, Anthony.
8:30. It's 11:30 East Coast time for Rob and me.
I'm just glad you're on early for one, so we can just get to hang out
I
and
am
enjoy
too,
the time.
man.
So.
I'm always
That's
happy to
right,
get
yeah.
a bed on
I appreciate
Sunday
it.
night. Yeah.
Come on,
I
Greg.
appreciate it too, man.
It's not that bad.
Well,
It's
thanks
1:20
to
in Monday afternoon
Live
for me.
Wire.
I gotta get up, Chris, in 4.5 hours to go with my wife to go watch the Sheilas at the gym. As you can tell, I sure as fuck ain't working out.
Hey, and then when you come up to the gym, you can eat breakfast and take a nap. You know?
Yeah.
Greg,
The only
you can
guy in the
always
gym that
take
wears
your flask
sunglasses
with
so he
you
don't
and
get caught
work out.
staring.
That's right. That's right.
and as long as you don't take your blue pill, they can't tell, right?
Oh,
There you go.
But you got to take it beforehand because it opens the blood vessels. It's like,
Yeah, there you go.
know,
Yeah, Greg,
it's
like tell me
pushing
to
them
find the
blood to
Greg
the
Norman
muscles,
picture.
You know, that's right.
No.
Yeah, Greg, you had me find the Greg Norman picture on the beach the other day. Yeah, thanks.
Dude, that thing is so funny with him and his
His
dog.
dog,
running on the
yeah.
beach. Dude, man's got a
Yeah.
What the
jackhammer.
fuck, man?
Paige Sporanic said he should change his name to Hammerhead Shark.
Exactly. It's fun. The look on that dog's face. I know it was not intentional, but when they and the dog is going like,
Yeah. We know why Chris Everett was smiling during the marriage. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
exactly.
Well, that was a marriage that didn't last very long either. So
No.
No.
So when does
Oh,
it look
yeah.
like we're going to catch up with you, Greg?
Well, when I guess when you're coming over to Kentucky, right?
Oh, so you're going to be coming up to Kentucky with Jane, or
I thought you were going to
Yeah.
DC.
Well, it's either going to be Kentucky or DC, one of the two. I'll have to work that out. So a couple of us can head on up there. Rob, do you want to head over either Kentucky or DC?
I'm definitely going to DC.
Okay, is that where you want
Kentucky.
coming to Vegas too?
Yeah, I still got a detail to work out on that, but I'm gonna make that happen.
Well, you've got a room at least.
Yeah.
Just don't break the bed.
Give you a chance.
No, I will not break that.
Wes, are you guys doing an Airbnb in
Yeah,
Frankfurt or?
No, we've got a Airbnb in Lexington.
Okay.
Well, West.
So if I come down for the weekend for Bourbon on the Banks, I was trying to figure out what's the hotel that's probably closest.
I'm not too sure in Frankfurt, so I don't spend too much time
Okay.
in there.
Because I'll probably be down there from Thursday to Sunday.
Okay.
Anybody want some traffic?
No.
No, I don't like traffic.
Oh, no, it's not bad for Manhattan that moves.
Yeah. I am on the Lower East Side.
That's why I don't come to your city. I got enough of that shit in my own town.
Is that the good side or the bad side?
Well, it's where what do you call it? I'm about a block from Katz's Deli right now.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'll have what she's
Andrew
doing.
Chance. Cheers, brother.
I'd stop in.
That's why when their wife retires, we're moving to Maine. Because when I was in Maine at like rush hour, they said it was rush hour, and there was like 10 cars on the road on 95, and I was like, "This ain't fucking rush hour."
It is for Maine. Everybody was in town, was out.
Wait till you got
exactly.
Hey, Brian, rush hour is in the morning at 6 a.m. going into DC.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Mm.
Well, good
coming
thing
from,
I'm still sleeping.
Sounds like Boston.
it's
4
always
lanes
rush
At
hour
rush
on
hour?
95 in Northern Virginia. Even
Yeah,
at
that's
3
right.
a.m.
All
there's
right.
3
It doesn't matter
a.m.
what
There's
state
that
you live in,
traffic that
not
bends in
By the
right
way,
there.
it's 11:30 at night. Look how many people are on the corners here, just hanging out.
Exactly.
Running to New York.
I wonder what
Well,
they charge.
they got
Ben.
work.
Are you saying that they're hanging out, or they're just hanging out at
That's
Walmart?
that's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want me to pull
Working
over and
the
ask
corner.
them?
Hey, if she's hanging out, you might want to drive on by.
Go do
Hey,
a
just
man on
pull
the
up and
street
ask them if they
interview,
got a
Ben.
20.
If she's cute, she's
Yeah,
a cop.
Tony.
That's it.
Get some rock.
That's it.
I wouldn't.
We
I
got
would
5
move to
more
DC
minutes.
if
I'm
you
not
did
wrong
that.
when I
I'll
say
go
that,
over
John.
To see
No.
Big
That's
Vic.
it. You're not wrong.
When I was on those details, I always laughed at those guys because I'm like, how did you not know she was a cop? She's the hottest chick on the department. There's no way in hell she's a hooker.
She's out here working on the street. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, when she looks like that, she ain't on the street for.
Nah.
No.
Here's OJ for hire. That's a
Well, it could be her first
questionable
day.
answer,
Yeah,
but-
no.
Well, it could be that one cop in Tennessee that pretty much did the entire force, but
Oh God.
Well,
Yeah.
she wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of
That's
those
another
in
story.
departments. Don't worry about that. That's not the only one in there. That's the only department that got caught.
So we had a
Donald Rance is
female
here.
officer
Woo.
oh,
that was
Just in
she
time
worked,
to shut it
she
down.
worked in Darlington, and we did an undercover sting over here, and we took her and another girl that worked at Darlington and put them out, and the guys wouldn't hit on them because they knew something was up, but then like 6 months later, she gets arrested so she was assigned to work the city municipal pool in Darlington during the summertime. And they had an inmate from the
now you did it,
prison
Ben.
farm that was assigned there. And
What was that, Brian?
she got caught
okay,
messing
Jake,
around
that's
with
funny. Jake's comment is great, though. That's
Hey, T. Rob, she didn't part time down at the Dollhouse in Myrtle Beach, did she? I might have had her in the back room.
Anthony Free was going. "Nah."
It sounds familiar.
She was redneck, but she had all her teeth. So
I think Vic's alive already.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
I know that's a hard combo to envision, but yeah.
It is.
the pleasure of a
Okay.
gummer goes understated.
It is understated. So, Big Vic just started up. We're going to end the stream. Everybody
All
get
right.
ready to go over see Big Vic.
Yep.
No after party, but anyone else that's in the stream wants to stay here and chat, you go ahead. But I told Big Vic that I would end the stream so we could go over and bust his chops for a minute. So
There you go.
thank you to everybody in
Cheers.
chat. Tater Dom,
Hey,
I
thank you,
will get
Anthony.
out your mug. I appreciate you all for being on. Everybody on the panel tonight, it was a great time. Bourbon giving us the play-by-play of New York streets at night.
I feel like
I
I'm
mean-
playing Grand Theft Auto right now.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
usually Anthony being on at an earlier hour, too.
yeah.
Gran
Well,
Turismo.
thanks to Livewire Whiskey and let me fill in their spot
Yeah,
for a while, and
absolutely.
then Big Vic
Well, the pleasure,
jumping in
Anthony.
and
We can
filling
have more
mine.
of them.
So, kudos to everybody. So, thank you guys. Cheers. See you
Cheers.
over at Big Vic's.
Cheers
Cheers
and good night.
everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.